Welcome to Wanderlust and Wishes, the podcast where we explore the world one destination at a time.
I'm Julie.
And I'm Crystal.
As travel agents with Fantastical Vacations, we are here to share our passion for travel and help you turn your wanderlust into reality.
From hidden gems to bucket list adventures, join us as we dive into the sights, sounds, and stories of our favorite destinations.
So grab your passport, pack your bags, and let's embark on this journey together. Welcome to episode 39 of Wanderlust and Wishes. Today, we are going to talk about our upcoming agency trip that's going to be in Universal starting on February 26th.
1 week. Are you ready? Are you packed?
No, I'm not. I don't know. I don't know what it is about like that time between holiday break or like winter break at the end of the year and like, when you go back in January and then between spring break, it feels like it's never ending and it's just like craziness. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I completely agree. So if you don't already, make sure you're following us on Instagram at Wanderlust and Wishes Podcast. We're going to be sharing a lot of on-the-go stuff. My personal Instagram is The Proper Way to Go. And Julie?
Mine is Dorso Mouse Adventures.
So we do share some of the stuff from our personal over to the podcast page, but not everything. So just make sure you're following along because we go a little, not crazy, but we're more active when we're on vacation.
Definitely. Me especially. I've been terrible about social media lately. Yeah, and we have some fun things planned, so we're excited to share everything as we are, and we're excited to have you come along with us.
So while we are there, it is Mardi Gras. So Universal Orlando's Mardi Gras is one of like the best theme park events of the year. If you're a Disney person, I would kind of relate it to like an Epcot festival.
Yeah.
So basically, they just bring the energy of New Orleans with fun, family-friendly twist. There's a parade, there's live concerts, delicious international cuisine, so much to do, so much to see, so much to eat, which I'm excited about. So we're just going to kind of break down what we're excited to eat and our schedule while we're there. Universal's Mardi Gras is all on the Universal side, not really the Islands of Adventure side. So just so you can kind of get an idea if you've been there.
So everyone, just as an FYI, so we'll go through our schedule. All of us are planning to come in to town on February 26th. That's on a Wednesday. There's not anything like major going on during the day. I think we're all just going to kind of come in and get situated and checked in to the hotel. We are going to be staying at Cabana Bay. I have not stayed on property at Universal, even though I've been to Universal multiple times. I'm really excited to be able to be at one of the resorts or one of the hotels and be able to have an on-property experience.
What time does your flight get in?
My flight gets in around 10:30. So I'll be heading.
You're going to be there way earlier than me.
Yeah.
I don't get in until like 1:30.
Well, and one of the other agents, Katie, that lives near me in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, she's flying out like the very first flight. So she's going to be there at like 8:30 in the morning.
That was my only other option. I'm like, what am I supposed to do all day if I get in so early?
Yeah. But I mean, we have so many options because we are American Airlines hub in Charlotte. I thought it was so funny. She's so funny that she decided she wanted to be up that early. I was like, I'm not getting up that early. I'm excited, but I don't want to be at the airport at like 7 in the morning. We have tickets with the agency meeting. And so we're going to pick up those tickets between 10 a.m. and 4:30-ish. They have that on the schedule. And then we have a super fun event planned for our group where we have a special viewing area for the Mardi Gras parade, and that starts around 5:30. I'm excited about that.
Me too. This was kind of a surprise. Like I didn't realize we were doing this until I saw the schedule.
After the parade, we have a fun dinner planned with all of the different agents at Hard Rock Cafe, and that's located in City Walk. I've not experienced the Hard Rock at Universal, so that should be a fun thing.
I'm excited for that. We have a little over 100 agents, and I think there are about like 70-ish of us coming.
Yeah, it's going to be a big group.
So there's some I've never met in person. It will be fun. And then I'm sure after they've been talking about Swizzle forever, so I'm sure we'll end up over there at our
Yeah.
hotel.
Yeah, they have on our schedule that we have a Swizzle meetup, and that's located in Cabana Bay. So we'll just be able to hang out there, which sounds fun.
All day Thursday is the big day for the agency. We have a lot of education. We'll eat together. We have like panels and discussions and all that kind of stuff for the entire day. And I think most of it is at Royal Pacific. So that will be exciting. I've never been to Royal Pacific.
I'm really excited about being able to experience multiple resorts. Like, even though we're obviously staying at Cabana Bay, we get to be at Royal Pacific, and then we have some resort tours. That's going to be fun.
There might be a little bit of time for some park time Thursday evening, but that is to be determined. Friday, we will have our resort tours in the morning. I heard we were looking at 3 different ones, but that is to be determined. We don't know which ones, and we don't know exactly how many.
I really hope one of them is Stella Nova.
Well, and I would hope that it's like something different besides Cabana Bay since we're staying there, and Royal Pacific if we're doing a bunch of stuff there to like spread the love.
Yeah. Universal's awesome with their agents that represent them or that help book, for vacations for them. I would not be surprised if we were able to go see Stella Nova because they want us to be able to experience it and be able to help all of our clients with it as much as possible.
Yes. And then during the afternoon, we have park time scheduled. And then sadly, Friday night, I have to leave.
So sad. You're not there.
I know. So if anybody doesn't know, my husband's involved with the local NHL team, and they're having like a big outdoor game at the Ohio State University football stadium on Saturday. So it's a big deal for him. Happy to be back and to support him. But last year after agency meeting, I was stuck overnight in Nashville. So I need to avoid that at all costs so I can get back.
Yeah. And we definitely need the weather to cooperate because since it's, winter this time around, the last time it was storms, summer storms. And then, so hopefully this time we don't have any snow or anything like that going through whenever you're trying to get out of Orlando. So there is also, after being in the parks, there's also another, I think it's just like a nightly thing that if anybody wants to go to Swizzle while we're at Cabana Bay, everybody's available.
Well, and the parks close so early because it's like winter hours. So they close like at 7.
Yeah.
So then it's like, what do we do for a couple hours? We're all familyless, and it's given us the time to hang out without children, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I might take a nap. Depending on how long the day is. What time do you fly out on Friday, though?
That's a good question. I just changed my flight. If you did not know, if you have never flown Southwest or if you fly Southwest, go in and constantly like go change your flight and just look and see if there's a price difference. I think I saved $40 and I went from like stop in Atlanta to a nonstop and I'm getting in earlier. So I leave at 9:30. Yes. So I will be around.
Yeah, you'll be around
all day. Because at first I was leaving
I'm
like
okay
at
with that then.
7 p.m. with a stop in Atlanta and getting in at like 12:30 a.m. And then I saved $40 and switched it to a nonstop.
I don't ever fly Southwest because we're an American hub and most places we go, it's a direct flight because of it. So I'm kind of spoiled by that. If I use any other airline, there's almost always going to be stops. When I've looked at flights from Southwest from Charlotte to Orlando, it's like an 8-hour day. I'm like,
Oh, no.
I'm not doing that.
We do luckily have like some good nonstops to MCO. In fact, remember how the the looking forward to 2025 episode, I was like, I don't have anything on the books except for this meeting. Now I have like 4 trips in like, what is it, like 6 weeks? And every single time I'm in MCO for something. And none of these trips are like the same destination. So I'm getting very familiar with this like 2-hour nonstop Columbus MCO deal we got going on.
That's funny. Well, you know what? I think you may have said that probably won't stay that way for long, that you don't have anything on the books or you didn't have a lot on the books.
No, and I got mad last year when I said, don't ever let me do like back-to-back trips again.
Hey, I had nothing to do with your schedule.
Why do I do these things to myself?
I don't know. And so then Saturday, we all check out, and obviously we can enjoy park time on that day unless we're traveling. I'm actually going to be going to a separate conference the following week. It starts on Sunday. So I'm going to stay over, and I'm going to go to Saturday night. I'm staying at Caribbean Beach Resort with one of the other agents, Danny. She actually did an episode with us on Hawaii and Alani. And yeah, so I'm going to be doing that. We're going to be doing a monorail crawl. We are going to have some park time, but I think we're also going to just kind of piddle around at some of the resorts to get some content and just do some fun things that you don't always get a chance to do when you're rushing around trying to get in park time.
So I'm excited to hear what you have to say about Caribbean Beach, especially when you can see your dear home sweet Riviera right there next door.
I know.
You'll be fine. It's what, one night?
I was talking to somebody today about it, actually. Somebody asked me, when are you going to Disney next? And I said, actually, in like a week and a half, it's just going to be for like a day. And then I'm going to be at Universal as well. And they're one of my Disney buddies that I work with. She asked where was I staying, and I said, at Caribbean Beach. And she was like, oh, I've never stayed there before. And I said, no, I haven't either. And she's also a DVC member, so I think she was.
You people. Not in a bad way, but you people.
I know. Well, no, it's good though. It's good to like experience the different resorts, and I haven't stayed at Caribbean Beach, so it's good for me to experience that resort. Since I mean, I have lots of clients that stay there. I mean, I love recommending it because it's on the Skyliner. It's great as far as like pricing wise because it's in the moderate category. It has a like probably one of the top 5 pools on property. It's just very big and spread out, so that's the one thing you have to kind of like think through. But it's a great spot.
Okay. So, what are you most looking forward to at Mardi Gras?
I'm actually probably more looking forward to going back to the different Harry Potter areas. I am excited to experience Mardi Gras just because I've never experienced Mardi Gras at Universal, and I know it is fun, and they do a lot of things to, make the experience exciting. They have, the food booths, and they have the tribute store, which is fun. They do tribute stores, lots of different tribute stores throughout
like every season.
Throughout the year. Yeah, they change it up. Obviously, the parade is going to be really fun, and the fact that we have our own viewing area, our own spot, makes that nice. We'll have to look up what the performers are. I don't know if we'll have time to do anything with the concert series, but if we happen to be able to see that,
they have some big names for the concert series that, like, I would say almost even bigger than the Eat to the Beat at Disney. Okay, so they've had names like T-Pain, Joe Jonas, Scotty McCreery is there. We just missed him. He was there last Saturday. The next one is Foster the People on Saturday, March 1st. It looks like they're only on Saturdays. So they'd be cool, but they also have people like All Time Low, DJ Pauly D, Coco Jones.
Too bad they don't have Joe Jonas again. I'd totally go see him.
I know. What was that? He was their second one on February 8th. I think it was a madhouse. I know T-Pain was like crazy because it was opening night.
They have some pretty good food booths. What I've been able to find is that there are definitely some gluten-free options. I probably will have to speak to someone at each of the booths just to like make sure. But that's not a whole lot different than some of the food booths at the festivals at Disney as well. They do have things that are labeled gluten-free at the Epcot festivals, but they also have things that you can go to the booths and ask for something that has been modified. And so similarly, they have some things at the Mardi Gras food booths at Universal. One of the things that I absolutely love, and if I'm able to get it, it looks like I can get a modified version of it, is the shrimp and grits. Definitely will want to do that. They also have like jerk chicken with like rice and beans and stuff like that. So those are some things that I would like to be able to try out and go to the different booths and find them. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to get a beignet. I'm not going to be able to get a po' boy or like fried shrimp or anything like that, but they still look like they have some really great options that I'm excited to try.
I don't know how I'm supposed to narrow it down. I think I found something in every single country. Should I just go through my list?
Yeah, absolutely.
It Bites of the Bayou, baked Cajun mac and cheese, chicken and sausage gumbo, Cajun spice twisted tater. It's like what is it? You know how you like core an apple and it like spins,
Yeah,
or like a pineapple?
yeah.
They do that with their potatoes and put them on a stick.
I might be able to have.
So I think it's gluten free. I think that's what this
Yeah,
says.
I might be able.
But anything Cajun, I'm like all for. What else? I skipped Canada, Colombia, and France. Germany had an apple strudel that sounded good.
That sounds so yummy. I know I won't be able to have that though.
I skipped India. Italy, they had rappazzini, a warm ciabatta, meatball, marinara, spice parmesan, something or the other.
Yum.
Mexico, I want everything, of course. Quesadilla, chilaquiles verde, and the churro loops, and two of those have the gluten-free little symbol. So,
I was going to say the chilaquiles are probably gluten free.
yeah. Puerto Rico, my brother actually lived in Puerto Rico for a couple years, so I was like texting him. I was like, "What is this?" They have this thing called a limber, which is a Puerto Rican frozen ice treat with choice of coconut or guanabana, guan, guanabanana. I don't know how you say that. Basically, he said that it is a. He said that it's like a shaved ice popsicle vibe thing that kind of tastes like mango pineapple.
hmm
And they usually freeze it in a cup and then flip it over, and then you kind of like eat it like that. So he was sending me pictures and I was like, this is like right up my alley, especially like last time. Remember how it was like 900 degrees?
Yeah. Hopefully it won't be 900 degrees this time.
No, I think it's supposed to be like to upper 70s.
That's still too hot for me in February.
And then what was taste of the quarter? That was where you saw the red beans and rice, the beignets, and the king cake. So I think there's lots of good options.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have time to eat everything, but everything looked good except for like two booths. So
Do they have like platanos and rice or anything like that in the Puerto Rico one?
yes, actually.
I don't know. Should be able to have platanos. They're good.
The fritters, the crispy sweet plantain and picadillo beef fritters served with mayo ketchup.
It will depend on how they fry them, but yeah.
But it has the gluten free like little
Oh,
little
then I should be
things to
good.
it. So that looked good too.
Yeah. It just depends. If most of the time they literally just they don't put anything on or like breading or anything. They just fry them. It sounds like that's what they're doing.
We might have
Yeah.
to find someone else and do a bunch of like taste test sharing.
Oh yeah, for sure. We definitely need to get samples of every single thing and just try all of it. And of course, we have to take pictures for social media.
Oh, of course. I gotta get my nails done so they don't look
Oh gosh, I didn't even think about that. Now you're going to stress me out.
See, and I only do it for vacation. I'm so
Well,
bad.
I mean, sometimes I do my toes. Usually, if I'm going to do one or the other, I do my toes. I don't do my hands just because my hands like never, my nails never last and my fingernails, they always like chip and I'm just not, I'm not very girly when it comes to stuff like that. So I usually end up ruining my nails.
Sometime I want to get over to Cabana Bay, but since they threw in this like parade viewing, I don't know when we're gonna have time. I'm not gonna have time for that.
Are
Oh,
you talking about
Volcano Bay.
Volcano Bay? I was like, what? I don't understand. I'm so confused.
Too many bays. Sorry.
I was like, we're staying there, so I'm not really sure why you want
Go
me
to
to
Volcano
visit.
Bay. I didn't even want to get in the water. I just wanted to walk around.
Yeah, we could totally do that. And actually, I probably will get some better content doing that than when I was there over the summer because it was so flippin' hot that it was miserable. That it was, yeah, it was hard. And it was like super crowded as well because it was July.
What are the odds that we're getting on a water ride at Universal while we're there?
For me, there's 0 odds. I'm not doing
Can we bring you a shower cap?
no. I'm not. The only one that I might get on is the Jurassic Park one. I'm okay with that one, but I refuse to get on the Popeyes ride. No,
What
no.
about King Kong?
Maybe I'll think about it. But the Popeyes one, literally you're drenched. I'm not doing that again. I will never ever do that
Just
again.
do it Friday night and then head straight home to the hotel. Although I guess I can't do that if I'm leaving straight to the airport.
You are drenched. It was fun to get video of my sister and my nephew and niece getting completely doused. So it was good for, like, content, but outside of that, I do not wanna ever ride that ride again. It was terrible.
I would like to go on Gringotts this time. Maybe. Well, does it make me sick?
I am worried that it'll make me sick, but I do wanna try it.
But I'm saying no to Forbidden Journey.
No. Yeah, we'll never do that one again. I don't think I've ever been that sick from a ride. Even Flight of Passage, even Mission Space, I don't think I've ever been that sick from a ride. And I think it was just a combination of the screen is moving, so it's like simulating the motion, and then you're also getting tossed around by the ride itself.
And we also did it on an empty stomach, which is stupid because even I
Yeah.
got really sick.
Yeah, that's true. I will definitely be taking sufficient Dramamine and have my relief band on to make sure that I can ride everything because I love the roller coasters. I love obviously Velocicoaster and I loved Hulk and I love Hagrid's. Yeah, I want to do all of those.
I've never been on Hulk. I need to do Hulk.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun. This like coming out of the chute is so fun. I'm not doing the Jimmy Fallon ride. Even my girls, it made them sick. And but it's a simulated ride. But otherwise, like I'm going to try to be like pretty open. I have not been able to do the Mummy, and I really want to try that as well. We didn't get a chance to do that one.
Because when we were there last year, we were only there, what, a total of like 8 hours. And it was very like content focused. And so we walked through everywhere,
Yeah.
but we only stood in line and did a couple of rides. So I'm excited to have like some more ride time this year.
I want to just in general, like I want to be able to go back and walk through, hopefully with it not being quite as crowded in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter areas. I
And
didn't
not to be
get,
melting.
yes, without melting, get some butterbeer. I want to definitely get a hot butterbeer while we're there. The other thing that I didn't get a good look at DreamWorks while we were there. And we really also didn't experience that a lot when I was there with my family, just because it's kind of geared towards at least the rides in some of the different areas are geared, towards some younger children and so, or younger kids. And my tweens and teenager just didn't have a whole lot of necessarily any interest in it. So I definitely would like to go see possibly see the little show that they do. If the coaster's not too crazy, of a wait, maybe do that too.
Yeah, for sure. It was like pouring rain on us, wasn't it? By the time you got there?
It started raining as we were leaving that one day. You walked over to the Simpsons area. Did you go over to Simpsons to get something?
I went back to DreamWorks to get a Puss in Boots
That's what it
stuffy
was. That's what
for
it
my
was.
son.
And I went to Starbucks because I hadn't had a Starbucks all day and I was having some problems.
Yes, if you guys would like to go back and listen to that on the go, it's like episode 7 or 8.
Since there's Starbucks in the lobby of all of the hotels, I will definitely be caffeinated before I head to the parks for each day that we're there. So I'm happy about that. I was in a rush the last time and I felt like I couldn't stop. And then I regretted it because I didn't get any coffee for like a long time.
I told her to stop and she didn't listen to me. So thank you for joining us on this little chatty episode as we try to figure out our plans for what we want to do.
This was definitely a very much a conversational type thing.
Just make sure you come and follow us on Instagram and follow along with the fun. If you have anything that you'd like to see, maybe I'll try and sneak some video of Julie on a water ride. So let the people need to let us know if they would like to see that.
You're going to get to see a very grumpy face. That's all I'm going to say. If you put me on a water ride. Actually, like I said, I will go on. The Jurassic Park one is fine. It's not too bad. You don't get completely drenched. It's really the Popeyes one that I want nothing to do with. And then there's one other one that's like across from the Popeyes ride, and I can't remember what that one's called. And I don't really want to.
Yeah, it's like the falls one.
Yes, I don't want to do that one either. I'm okay with King Kong, and I will do the Jurassic Park.
All right, let's get packing. We do have matching shirts and we have matching pajamas, so there will be lots of pictures coming your way.
Yeah, we have themed shirts. I have themed shirts. I have a shirt for every day. I'm excited. And then, of course, I have plenty of Disney shirts for when I'm going to be at Disney. I have like a whole closet full of those. But thank you so much for listening this week. We have kind of another very short, quick episode, and we look forward to you following along with us next week, starting on the 26th. Bye. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Wanderlust and Wishes.
If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review on your favorite podcast platform.
And remember, the world is full of wonders waiting to be explored. Until next time, happy travels.
Bye for now.